50,000 Christians have been killed in Nigeria, and during Lent and Holy Week of 2020.
This is Teaching for Women. So first I want to apologize because the reason this is happening is because my country has pushed pagan idolatry to the four corners of the world, the whole world worships every December 25th and Easter. Jesus H. Christ. We are to keep the Ten Commandments and eat clean, not do pagan witchcraft holidays, not worshiping Jehovah with our hands, but in spirit and in truth, listening to a spirit of grace. But this Jesus H. Christ has turned the grace of God into lasciviousness, which is unmerited favor. Jude chapter 1 verse 4, turning the grace of God into lasciviousness. Lasciviousness means unbridled lust, shamelessness, wantonness. That you can come before the Lord and be shameless in your sin because you have undeserved favor. For the grace of God given to all men in Titus 2 teaches you to deny sin and lust of this world. What's sin? It's the transgression of the law. Jesus H. Christ is not the Messiah of the Bible. He was created by Rome, Constantine, who mixed the profane with the holy, who has incorporated idolatry into the church. And you cannot drink from both cups. Where every church building has the image made onto the beast in Revelation 13, Isaiah 44, Hosea 2:2. Plead with your mother to remove the adulteries from between her breasts, the cross. The Tammuz cross, Ezekiel chapter 8, the women wept for Tammuz. This is who you worship every December 25th. That's his birthday, Tammuz's birthday, that Constantine worshipped. The sun god. That's why every Christian worships on Sunday, because they worship the sun god. The Messiah of the Bible rose on the Sabbath. He's Lord of the Sabbath. Read Matthew 28. Before the dawning of the first day of the week, meaning it was still Sabbath. At the end of Sabbath, before the dawning of the first day of the week, came Mary and the other Mary, and Yeshua was already gone. Jehovah had already rose him, as he said he would. Daniel chapter 9, he ceased sacrifice midweek. He gave them the sign of Jonah. He'd be in the earth 3 days and 3 nights. He rose on the Sabbath. You cannot get 3 days and 3 nights from Friday evening to Saturday to Sunday morning before the dawning of the first day. That's only one day. But because my country has pushed this to the four corners of the world, families will see the loss of children. Because they commit adultery on the father, because they pass their children through the fire of Moloch when they participate in these pagan holidays. And their children will be dashed to pieces, and the women ravished, and the men fall by the sword. We're about ready to go in tribulation. I hope that you Take heed to this, because the sun was prophesied to refresh the covenant at Horeb, what they thirsted for. Read Deuteronomy 18, verse 15 through 19. Jehovah would raise up a prophet from amongst them. He would give what was desired at Horeb, the life-giving water, what they thirsted for at the rock of Horeb in Exodus 17. Deuteronomy 4 through 6 tells you what was given at the rock of Horeb. It was the Ten Commandments Jehovah gave with his voice out of the midst of the fire. And whoever doesn't listen to that prophet what he commands, Jehovah is going to require of them. In Acts 3, he's going to destroy those that don't listen. Acts 3, verse 18 through 23. What Moses prophesied, what Yeshua told you to go look and understand in John chapter 5. Search the scriptures, for in them you'll find your salvation. It was what was written of him. Verse 46 and 47. Go look what Moses wrote, so you'll believe what I tell you. For he came in his Father's name, which is not Jesus. And like Deuteronomy 18, Jehovah says, I'm going to send that prophet in my name, Jehovah's name. His son's name is Yeshua. It's not Jesus, Horus, Christ. Keep the Ten Commandments and eat clean. Seek the kingdom first, and all will be added onto you. The armor of God. Teach these children to keep the Ten Commandments, to enter into his Sabbath, his perpetual covenant, his mark on his children. Exodus 31, verse 16 through 18. That has not changed. Hebrews 4, because those who do not enter into his rest, his Sabbath, have unbelief. Those that are disobedient have unbelief. Hebrews 3, his Sabbath is dawn Saturday to dawn Sunday. Genesis, we are the children of the light, made in the image of his son. He called light day. He created his son on the first day. He works during the day, then evening comes, which is a transition of time into night, then morning, a dawning of a day for one day, completion of one day. That means the new day starts in the morning, then he works during the day, then transition of time at evening, then morning for the second day, completion of a second day, all the way through the sixth day. That means that his Sabbath started in the morning on the seventh day, then evening will come, then morning will come for the seventh day, completion of the seventh day. Dawn to dawn, dawn Saturday to dawn Sunday, not a Babylonian man-made tradition they learned in captivity going off of a feast day in Leviticus 23. That's once a year on the 10th day. For in Exodus 16, it tells you his Sabbath starts tomorrow. They gathered extra manna on the sixth day, and then he says, and the Sabbath day will start tomorrow. Not that evening. Don't do an evening to evening Babylonian Sabbath from Friday evening to Saturday evening, because you'll be profaning his Sabbath and thus having unbelief. Hebrews 4. Seek the kingdom first. That means looking for his lost sheep, fulfilling the royal law. James chapter 2, verse 8. Those that fulfill the royal law will do well. His son's second commandment, love thy neighbor as thyself, according to scripture, which he's quoting Leviticus 19:15 through 18, to do righteous judgment. Yeshua's first and great commandment he gave you, to love God with all your heart, soul, and mind, quoting Deuteronomy chapter 6, the Ten Commandments, and it will be your righteousness. Judge by the Ten Commandments. Rebuke your neighbor. Don't have respecters of persons. That means don't rebuke some people and not others when you see them sin. Rebuke all so they don't suffer sin upon them, so they can get in covenants. And then you have the armor of God. Then he will know you and you will know him. 1 John chapter 2, and this is how we know him. when we keep his commandments. And those that say they know him and don't keep his commandments are liars, and the truth isn't in him.